So if you want to get a good look at the night sky, you're probably going to have to get out of the city. Artificial light from street lamps, buildings, and even cars makes it extremely difficult to see the stars.
And the lights here in Washington are so bright you can see them from space. Experts say excessive light can affect your health, and it takes energy to run those lights, lots of it.
VOA's Rosanne Skirble lights up this topic with On Assignment's Alexiou. Take a look.
Washington's lights are so bright you can see them from space. This excessive light disrupts sleep patterns, affects hormones, and is even linked to some cancers. It's also bad for the planet, says Jim Dougherty, president of the International Dark Sky Association.
We're just putting carbon dioxide up there. If we're burning natural gas or burning coal, we're causing global warming by sending light straight up into the sky.
Rosanne Skirble, what is the International Dark Sky Association?
The International Dark Sky Association is an organization that was created 25 years ago to point out the hazards of light pollution.
I've never heard of light pollution until you did this story. Had you?
Well, I had heard of light pollution, but I really didn't understand the complete complexity of it all and why it's so bad and what we can do about it. Basically, more lights than we need to light up our environment at night. We're talking about artificial lights, street lights, signs, cars, all this adds up. And basically what happens is it blocks our view of the night sky.
Dougherty sees excess in the Capitol Hill neighborhood, where closely spaced street lamps shed light in all directions. Even so, the glare doesn't bother this couple.
Makes me feel safe, and I definitely feel like I can see all around me. I know no one's gonna hurt me or anything like that, so that is just comforting.
Now, are they concerned about the health effects and the climate effects, or are these folks at the International Dark Sky Association just wanting people to look up and see the stars at night?
It's all of that.
Okay.
It's health effects, it's effects to the environment, it affects hormones, it affects your sleep patterns, it affects the circadian rhythm, not only in you, but also in animals.
Right.
And if there's too much light at night, what about those nocturnal creatures, the prey and the predator? It upsets those relationships. So what about the bugs that are attracted to these lights? It eliminates pollinators, insects, food for birds and such.
But you have people, and you spoke to some people on the street, and they don't have a problem with the city lit up, and most people probably don't because they feel safer under the light.
The area around here is nice, it's populated, so the lighting is a good amount. It's not too bright, and it's just the right setting for a romantic mood if you want to come out for dinner.
You're not really safer with more light. And where they were walking, they had double the light they needed.
Fact is, the right amount of light is the right amount of light. And if you double it, then you do not increase the public safety benefit, but you do increase the cost, you increase the energy use, you increase the climate impacts and the health effects. So this is a classic example of overlighting.
Actually, the glare in your eye from street lamps, and if the glare is too bright, it constricts your pupils. And what happens there is you can't see real well. And there have actually been studies done to show that.
So what is being done? What are some of the ideas coming forward?
Well, the big picture is that some cities are actually taking action and putting in rules and regulations to actually dim the lights.
There are signs of a different future on the broad avenues near the U.S. Capitol, where shielded sidewalk lights aid passersby.
They're also developing technologies now where when you step into a park or when you drive your car down a street, the lights come on because they have motion sensors, or they sense your cell phone. They come on when there's someone there and then they turn off.
Paris, for example, in 2013, put in an ordinance that basically requires all businesses to turn their lights off when they leave. Okay. So the city is being lit less, and with great success. If we dim the lights, we can save money and we can save energy at the same time. It's a win-win solution. I think people just aren't aware of it. There's the myth, as we discussed before, of more light is better, but more light isn't better, isn't necessarily better.
But at the same time, the people you did talk to on the street, they are happy with the light, so there has to be a change in their perception or understanding about light.
Exactly.
That's a tough hurdle.
Well, but that's where that's where they're heading. I mean, before I went out on the street, I wasn't aware of the different kinds, as aware as I am now of the different kinds of lighting and what's needed and what isn't needed. By and large, people don't think about it. I pointed out with this couple because they were like the majority of us. They think, more is better, and it's not necessarily so.
Less is more, as we've heard so many times. And light pollution, Rosanne Skirble, who would have known? All right, thanks a lot.
Thanks so much.